Yes, welcome back to the second half of tonight's RWL Snarl in Yokohama. Don Hickson, Christy Ogilvie, and Myron Schimmelman here with you for the second half, and what a terrific lineup we have got for the second half.
You ain't kidding. What are we going to see? The perfect package and Lex Luger going up against the undisputed World Tag Team Champions, the Originals. Patty Powers is here tonight, defending the Gulf Coast title against Mercedes Moné. And a main event that you're not going to want to believe. Goldberg and Brock Lesnar.
Well, it has finally happened after 3 months away. The long-awaited return of Ballarat Jack Jones of the United Kingdoms. He is back long after an injury from Mad Dog Mark McKay, and he is back tonight, competing 1-1 in his return match against superstar Billy Graham.
I wonder if anyone's told Mad Dog Mark McKay.
Our second half opening match is scheduled for one fall with a 15-minute time limit. Coming down the aisle, accompanied by the Grand Wizard of Wrestling from Paradise Valley, Arizona, weighing 285 pounds, here is the superstar Billy Graham.
Just who is this Ballarat Jack to come back after months away, thinking he's ready to face superstar Billy Graham, while Ballarat Jack has been sitting in his rocking chair, watching the kangaroos hop by, wallowing in self-pity on the disabled list. Superstar Graham has been competing, winning and losing titles. So don't be surprised, the least bit surprised, if Graham puts you right back in that rocking chair, Ballarat Jack.
Decidedly harsh words from the Grand Wizard of Wrestling. And Ballarat Jack Jones may very well come out here and make him eat those words.
And oh boy, here comes the Aussie with the attitude.
And his opponent, representing the United Kingdom and accompanied by Jessica Goldman from Victoria, Australia, weighing 256 pounds, Ballarat Jack Jones.
Whoa, baby. Ballarat Jack is back on the scene, looking to be in excellent shape. Last time we heard from him a few weeks ago, he was already in training for his return tonight, and you just better believe he's gonna try to make an example of superstar Billy Graham to serve as a grin warning to Mad Dog Mark McKay. If McKay didn't know Jax made his comeback about a week early, he sure knows it now. I mean, nobody expected Jack to even make any of the Japan tour, but here he is, up against superstar Graham.
And let me tell you, he is in good shape. He looks like he hasn't even missed a week away.
And there is one other certainty with Ballarat Jack back on the scene. We can expect him to be reuniting with his tag team partner Niles Wickheiser. And the UK's, the United Kingdoms, will be back in the hunt for tag team gold once again. But right now, Ballarat Jack is focused on superstar Billy Graham with an eye towards the future, towards Mad Dog Mark McKay. And Myron, it's silly to even ask the question. I am sure Mad Dog Mark McKay is well aware of the return of Ballarat Jack Jones. And here we go, the bell sounds. They come center ring. Ballarat Jack with a shot to the midsection, winds up the arm to a wicked kick to take him down, immediately covering here, and not even a one. Graham back up on his feet. They lock up again. Into the far corner, a kick to the ribs from Ballarat Jack. Pulls him out of the corner, whips him into the ropes, rebounds, and a spinning punch to take him down. Covers a second time, one, and again just a one. Superstar Billy Graham definitely far too resilient in the early goings. Just barely 30 seconds into the Grand Wizard, jumping up onto the apron, clearly concerned for the welfare of his client, as Ballarat Jack Jones proceeds to go to town on superstar Billy Graham. Whoa, is he charged up? Ballarat Jack rains left hands on the head of the superstar, follows it up with a stomp to the midsection. Countered by superstar Billy Graham. Back up on his feet, Ballarat Jack Jones on the canvas. Whoa, wow, swung by his ankle. Halfway across the ring, superstar Graham gathers up Ballarat Jack Jones, shoves him down, clubbing overhand right. And a second, Graham rounds up Ballarat Jack. whips him into the far corner hard. Ballarat Jack counters with a kick, escapes the corner. A series of shots from Ballarat Jack. Rounds up Graham, slams him down hard. Superstar Billy Graham making his way to his feet, and a wicked running boot that sends Graham over the ropes. Jessica Goldman pitching in as, whoa, Ballarat Jack Jones through the middle ropes with a crossbody on Superstar Billy Graham. And Jessica Goldman can credit herself with an assist. Ballarat Jack Jones on the outside with Superstar Graham going to work on the legs of the Superstar. Ballarat Jack rounds him up, a series of jabs, and here we go. Whoa, a hard right hand, down goes Superstar Graham. Ballarat Jack rounding him up to do it all over again. The referee urging the man to get back inside the ring, but nothing doing at the present time. Ballarat Jack rounds him up again. Superstar Graham counters with elbows. Backs off Ballarat Jack Jones. Swing and a miss from Superstar Graham as Ballarat Jack delivers a series of kicks. Superstar Graham being escorted back into the ring. Ballarat Jack rolls himself inside. The Grand Wizard of Wrestling definitely was cause for concern here. Ballarat Jack Jones all the way up on the top rope. Here we go. Misses with the double boost to the midsection. Jessica Goldman contributing with a steel chair here. Ballarat Jack Jones doesn't need it, I don't think. Here we go. Up and over and down. Back body drop from the Superstar. Hard shot to the midsection from Ballarat Jack. Jack whips Graham. Woof, rebounded out. Graham covered. 1, 2. But another near fall. Superstar Billy Graham won't give up. Here we go. Beautiful rebound moonsault from Ballarat Jack Jones, who is definitely showing no signs of ring rust whatsoever. Graham whipped to the ropes. Look at this, Ballarat Jack. Whoa, Billy Graham counters. They lock up again. Superstar Billy Graham escorting Ballarat Jack Jones to the far corner. Head first into the turnbuckle he goes. And now Graham showing it to him a second time so he doesn't forget. And now Graham, a third time around, and he has just busted open Ballarat Jack. A hard right hand for emphasis as the Superstar nails him with a headlock punch, sadistically going after the wound he just opened, up into a bear hug, a possible submission here. Ballarat Jack Jones bleeding and in trouble. What can he do here? Oh, Superstar Graham's worn him out with that bear hug. He collapsed. Double axe handle across the back. But Ballarat Jack Jones back up on his feet. Whoa, what a running punch from Ballarat Jack. Jack rounds up Graham again. Whips him to the ropes. Look at this. Whoa, look at the... Whoa, doing dumbbell curls with Superstar Billy Graham. Are you kidding? Jack covers. 1, 2, 3. And you talk about a comeback match. Ballarat Jack Jones.
Here's the time, 4 minutes and 36 seconds. And your winner, Ballarat Jack Jones.
Ballarat Jack certainly making a strong first impression in his return match against Superstar Billy Graham, battered, bruised, and bleeding. But nonetheless, Ballarat Jack Jones getting the Duke over the Superstar in a match that says, I am back in a big way. And I'm sure Mad Dog Mark McKay is somewhere with an eye towards this match.
Well, let me tell you, if he's not, he's going to be in a whole world of trouble. Did you see Ballarat Jack doing those dumbbell curls with Superstar Graham? Absolutely insane.
And we'll be back with more RWL Rage when we return from the break. Coming up next, the RWL Women's Gulf Coast Tournament Championship in question in this matchup, with reigning champion Powerhouse Patty Powers, Triple Crown champion, set to go up against Mercedes Moné, the AEW TBS champion.
So they're still not done beating up on Monet? Good.
The following match is scheduled for one fall with a 15-minute time limit, and it is for the RWL Women's Gulf Coast Championship.
Monet has been screwing up all through this tour, being disrespectful to the ladies from our locker room, and so far, she's been made to pay for her mouth by Georgia Washington, Liberty Bell. Danielle, and Dione the Titaness nearly cracked her spine for her 2 weeks ago on Snarl. And Patty Powers isn't in the mood to play tonight, especially when it's her Gulf Coast Championship hanging on the hook. Miss Monet here's gonna have problems sitting down for a while, and hey, I'm here for it.
Well, sometimes you gotta teach these lessons the hard way, Christy.
Her negative attitude notwithstanding, Mercedes Monet nonetheless the holder of 4 championships across 3 individual promotions, which indeed is no small feat.
Danielle said it, and it was right. Half of those titles have been bought for her by Tony Khan in the first place.
And here comes ladies triple crowner, Powerhouse Patty, one half of American Powers, the women's Gulf Coast champion, and the ladies legends champion into the bargain. And Powerhouse Patty is obviously not in a good mood this evening, with her partner Danielle Heathcote looking down the barrel of a Hell in a Cell match with hated rival Jody Vorick, and Patty Powers about to defend that Gulf Coast title against Mercedes Monet, someone she has absolutely zero respect for.
Ooh yeah, this is gonna be rich, chewy, and satisfying, watching Monet get ragdoll.
And that right there, fans, is what it's all about. The RWL Women's Gulf Coast Championship in question in this matchup.
It ain't in question, Dawn. Monet's got zero, absolute zero chance of walking out of here with another championship.
The challenger, from Boston, Massachusetts, she's the AEW TBS Women's Champion, the CEO, Mercedes Monet.
Just pointing it out, she moves like a snake.
Her opponent, from Tampa, Florida, she's an RWL Ladies Triple Crown Champion and the Women's Gulf Coast Champion, Patty Powers.
Powerhouse Patty going it alone tonight, with Liberty Bell Danielle Heathcote and Tex Lynch out on the town this evening. I may be wrong, but I think the expression on Patty Powers' face says it all. It is an expression of absolute disgust and disdain for Mercedes Monet. And she equally doesn't look too pleased to be staring back at Patty Powers. Again, the RWL Women's Gulf Coast Tournament Championship at stake here as Willie Johnson sounds the bell. Patty Powers charges into a Luthez press, a series of hard right hands across the head of Mercedes Monet. Mercedes Monet reeling from those shots. Patty Powers standing there, absolutely motionless, waiting for Monet to get to her feet. Here she comes. Whips Mercedes into the corner, misses with the charge. Monet with a chop. Patty Powers counters with a left. Winds up the arm of Mercedes Monet from behind. Mercedes Monet counters with an elbow. Winds up the arm of Patty Powers, but Patty Powers, look at this, rolling her way out of the situation and turning it into an arm drag. Patty Powers certainly working on her agility in recent months. The ladies triple crowner beating the head of Mercedes Monet into the turnbuckles. And now assisting her out of the corner with an alley-oop. Patty Powers moves behind Mercedes Monet, rear headlock applied. Patty Powers leaning into this move here. This hold wearing down Mercedes Monet. The Women's Gulf Coast title in question here as Monet gets to her feet on the apron. Patty Powers again standing absolutely motionless. Mercedes Monet counters, makes her way back inside the ring. A hard right spins Patty Powers around. Here we go, knees to the back and into the back statement with the ropes right there. Willie Johnson says she's going to have to start all. Well, look at the arrogance of Mercedes Monet here. Drags Patty Powers towards center ring, covers, hooks the leg, one, and just a one. No new champion as of yet. Patty Powers raising the left shoulder. Mercedes Monet rounds up Patty. Patty sweeps the leg, takes Mercedes Monet down to the canvas. Mercedes Monet gathered up by Patty Powers, and Powerhouse Patty countered by Mercedes Monet in a vertical suplex from the CEO Drives a knee into the back of Patty Powers. Patty Powers gathered up. Patty turns it into an arm drag. Patty Powers rounding up Mercedes Moné again, head first into the turnbuckle. The CEO counters, escapes the corner. Whips Patty Powers towards the ropes. Patty Powers countering with a knee to the midsection and into another Luke does press. Beating knuckles across the head of Mercedes Moné as Patty Powers makes her way up to the high rent district. Mercedes Moné laid out. Here we go. Misses with the diving elbow. Patty Powers taken down with a drop kick from Mercedes Moné. Patty counters with a reverse hurricane rana. How about that right there? Mercedes Moné trying to use the ropes to stand herself up, but it's no good. Patty Powers countered with a jawbreaker. A standing drop kick, taking Patty down to the mat. A kick to the back from Mercedes Moné, who has taken a beating from so many RWL stars so far. Cover one, and just about a one. Mercedes Moné has been taken down by so many RWL stars so far. And now she's going to try and take the Gulf Coast title from Patty Powers. Arm drag from Powerhouse Patty. A clubbing overhand right. Mercedes stood up, countered with a jawbreaker. Arm drag from Patty. Patty Powers runs. Whoa! What a kick right there. Down goes Moné. Cover. 1, 2, 3, and it is all over. Patty Powers retaining the Gulf Coast Women's Championship.
Here's the time, 4 minutes and 2 seconds. Your winner and still Women's Gulf Coast Champion, Powerhouse Patty Powers.
Once again, Mercedes Moné forced to eat her words of disrespect at the expense of RWL Wrestling, this time at the hands of the Gulf Coast Champion, Patty Powers. The ladies triple crowner, the latest in a line of RWL lady wrestlers who have beaten the tar out of the CEO and made her look a fool.
And they're not through with her yet. Next show, it's going to be Dynamite Jeannie Parker for the RWL Women's World title. And I don't think Mercedes Moné has got a snowball's chance in hell.
Hey, now that's gonna be something. I don't think the sexy soul sister of the squared circle is in danger of losing the women's world title this time around. And I don't feel no way sorry for Mercedes Moné either. I hope they all beat an apology out of her sorry ass.
All right, Christy. Well, that takes care of that. Patty Powers retaining the Women's Gulf Coast Championship over Mercedes Moné. And we'll continue with more RWL Snarl when we return after the break. Hope you'll stay with us. Well, I am certain the ring crew has reinforced the ring for this next matchup, a Legends Division Super Heavyweight battle, a rematch between the almost 600-pound Yokozuna and the man they call Vader, who has lately been a lightning rod of controversy, as I like to say.
And that lightning rod got railed by a lightning bolt called Warlord Santos in their no-rules match last week. I'm amazed we got ring steps left after that one.
Oh, I gotta tell you an interesting story about that, guys, but let's wait for Aria to do her thing.
The next Legends Division match is scheduled for one fall with a 15-minute time limit. Introducing first from Tokyo, Japan, weighing 589 pounds, here is Yokozuna.
Myron, it hadn't come to my attention until you pointed it out to me how long this feud between Yokozuna and Vader has been going on.
2 years in RWL. This will be their 5th match against each other. In fact, this Japan tour, they started the first card. It was Vader and Yokozuna. Here at the 11th, it's going to be Vader and Yokozuna again. What can I tell you? These two guys can't stand each other.
So what's this story you wanted to tell us anyway?
Right. It's about Vader, but it indirectly involves Yokozuna too. Now, you remember a couple of weeks ago when Sylvia Strong got shoved down during that super heavyweight match with Vader and Warlord Santos, right?
Everyone remembers, but go on.
Alright, so anyways, Johnny Bianco lost his mind because him and Sylvia are a thing now. So he paid for Warlord Santos' meal after he beat the crap out of Vader. And he's offered to pay for Yokozuna's meal if he can do the same. Tell you what, Johnny Bianco's gonna go broke with appetites like that.
Pretty soon, super heavyweights will be rolling up to Johnny Bianco saying, "I'll gladly pay you Tuesday for a dinner today."
Hey, Johnny, you know we're just playing. We love you.
His opponent from the Colorado Rockies, weighing 450 pounds, the man called Vader.
A man who is about as popular as a social disease and an orgy lately, Vader, definitely unpopular, especially with Warlord Santos, Sylvia Strong, and the Stronghold. But tonight, he's focusing his attention on this ongoing feud with Yokozuna.
There is one cool aspect to this rivalry, and it's that these guys, in their past 4 encounters in RWL over the last 2 years, they've never, ever delivered a bum match.
That's true.
Always a ride when they kick it. It's like a damn Japanese monster movie.
It most certainly is. King Kong versus Godzilla or whatever you got. These two are always gonna tear the place down, almost literally.
You know what's hilarious is that both of these guys are getting booed by these Japanese fans. I mean, the Japanese fans, they do not care. But as from the wrestler's point of view, it's got to be tough. I mean, everybody's getting booed. Nobody loves you. It's got to suck.
Well, maybe stop shoving female managers around, and you might get back a little of your popularity. Fans don't forget, you know.
That's not entirely true, Kristen. Fans forget. They just don't forgive.
That is quite true, Myron. An example of that would be Larry Zbyszko having turned on Bruno Sammartino. But here we have this 5th encounter between these two super heavyweights. The referee sounds the bell. They come center ring. Vader opens up with a right, spins Yokozuna around. Yokozuna counters, charges, clothesline, takes Vader down immediately. Yokozuna with a headbutt. And Vader is brought back to his feet again. Yokozuna, look at this, 450 pounds over the shoulders, head first into the turnbuckle. Seated in the corner is Vader. Yokozuna caught with a claw. Oh, right away, Vader going for a claw. The referee checking things out here. But looks like it's going to be okay. Yokozuna fighting his way out of that situation. German suplex from Yokozuna. Yokozuna drives all of his weight into Vader's lower back. Vader rounded up to his feet again, being escorted to the ropes by Yokozuna. And now being bounced against the ropes with hard forearms to the back. And again, whipped to the ropes. Up over the shoulder, Samoan drop, very fluid. And the extremely agile for his size, Yokozuna all the way up on the top rope. Vader just coming to a standing position here. And here we go, double axe handle right across the head. And Yokozuna taking charge of this matchup in the early goings. Vader on the outside along with Yokozuna as the referee initiates the count. Yokozuna catches a hard right. Vader goes behind again. Yokozuna counters successfully. Shoves Vader away. A hard right from Vader that barely phases Yokozuna. He's got him by the throat. Vader with a hard shot to the midsection. The Yokozuna makes his way back inside the ring. Both contestants do. Vader locked up by Yokozuna. Taken to the far corner, head first into the buckle. A hard slap across the chest. Seated up on the top turnbuckle. And Vader could, whoa, my, 2 hard shots and out over onto the floor. He went 10 feet down. The referee starts the count again. Yokozuna looking supremely confident here. And Vader looking like he is in a bit of trouble. Yokozuna all the way up on the top rope. Vader on the outside getting to his feet. Oh, here we go. Another double axe handle from the top turnbuckle from Yokozuna. Vader back on his feet, shoves Yokozuna away. Shoves him, whoa, right into the ring steps. Vader making his way back inside the ring, doing a little showboating here. Yokozuna returns to the ring. They lock it up. Yokozuna whipped to the ropes, and whoa! Clubbing double blow from Vader, and Yokozuna is down. Yokozuna taking stomps to the hand from Vader. Vader follows it up with a stomp to the midsection. And Yokozuna on the receiving end of some punishment this time around. Vader trying to regain control of things here and really going to work on the hands and fingers of Yokozuna. Now beating his head right center ring. Quickly going for a cover. One. But just a one count. Vader starts his assault again. Leg drop right on the arm of Yokozuna. A rolling elbow just misses the mark as Yokozuna rolls out of the way. They lock up. Up over the shoulders goes Vader again. Yokozuna hangs him up the top rope. Now Yokozuna trying to regain control of this. Headbutt, down goes Vader. Rolls to the outside for a refresh. Takes himself back inside. They lock up. Look at this again. Vader with Yokozuna by the throat and a hard shot to him. Whoa! He went down hard. Vader whips him out onto the apron. A hard right hand. Yokozuna brought back in the hard way over the top rope. Vader with a clubbing overhand right. Yokozuna now losing control of this matchup as Vader grinds his face into the canvas, follows it up with an elbow across the back. A stomp to the back of the head. And Vader looking supremely confident here. Yokozuna with a hard shot to the midsection. Has him up into a bear hug. Could be a submission, but no, Vader fighting his way out of this one. And backing off Yokozuna successfully. Caught a hard shot from Yokozuna. Up over the shoulder one more time. And again, a drop into the turnbuckle and a cover. One. And again, just a one. Vader still very much in the game here. Yokozuna dragging him near center ring. And stalking Vader, a right hand. Vader getting back to his feet anyway. Whip to the ropes, over the top rope and out onto the floor. And this one's going outside again. Yokozuna tries for the leg drop, but Vader just a step too fast. Vader with a right and a DDT. Right there on the outside, what a splash. Referee Charles Lacerra trying to get these guys back inside the ring, but to no avail. Vader currently enjoying control of the matchup, and Yokozuna being brought back to his feet. And once more, by the throat, another devastating hard shot to the midsection as the referee continues the count. Yokozuna sent towards the timekeeper's area as Vader makes his way back inside. The count continuing for Yokozuna. And again, Vader looking very much in control of the situation as Yokozuna is very slow to get to his feet. Vader taking himself to the outside. Taken down by Yokozuna immediately. Without any chance to react whatsoever. And now Yokozuna turning the tables on Vader as he returns to the ring. Vader getting back to his feet, and he does not look pleased. And whoop! Oh, there we go. The referee caught between almost half a ton of weight, and he has gone down for the count. Vader takes down Yokozuna. Referee Charles Lacerra most certainly out to lunch at the present time. Powerbomb from Vader on the almost 600-pound Yokozuna. Our referee is still not functional. Vader rounds up Yokozuna, whips him towards the far corner, and finally the referee getting to his feet. A scoop slam from Vader, and he takes himself up to the middle rope. Yokozuna standing himself up, and here we go. Whoa! Beautifully done by Vader. And he is definitely in control of Yokozuna. Might think about want to take a pin here. Oh! Drives an elbow into the leg of Yokozuna. Yokozuna making his way to his feet on the apron. Dangerous territory. Vader bringing him back inside for his own safety. Ha! Hard shot to the midsection. They lock up again. Yokozuna into the far corner, quickly evades and follows it up with an elbow, takes Vader down into a seated position into the corner. Yokozuna driving his foot into the throat of Vader. Going for a cover. One. And again, just a one. Yokozuna seeming to be unable to draw anything past a one count. Vader out on the apron, standing himself up. Yokozuna charges shoulder tackle and out onto the floor goes Vader. The referee again initiating the count, but this time Vader making his way back inside right away. Fortunately, referee Charles Lucero appears to be undamaged. Yokozuna taken down by Vader. Counters with an enziguri. Talk about agility. Rolls Vader over and covers. 1, 2, and finally a 2 count. But another near fall as he rounds Vader up one more time. Vader countering with shots to the midsection. Now Vader with a clubbing clothesline takes Yokozuna down. Yokozuna is laid out and Vader's making his way topside, and this could be bad news right here for Yokozuna. As he slowly stands himself up, and here we go. Whoa, whoa! Took him down with a flying shoulder cover. 1, 2, 3, and that is all the folks. Vader defeats Yokozuna on this 5th encounter.
Here's the time, 10 minutes and 5 seconds, and your winner, Vader.
Well, what do you say to that? It was a match contested both inside and outside the ring, and damn near cost the referee his life. But Vader comes up the winner, getting his hand raised over Yokozuna in this rematch.
Which puts them at 1 apiece in this tournament, but this feud's gonna go on for years like it has.
And we'll be back with more RWL Rage right after the break. Don't go anywhere. All right, in anticipation of their next upcoming title defense, the undisputed World Tag Team Champions John Van and Guy Cormier, the originals, set to go up against the Perfect Package, the pairing of Lex Luger and Mr. Perfect, representing the Heenan family.
Oh, bet. I love watching John and Guy do business.
Boy, the originals got chutzpah, booking what they call a tune-up match against one of the hottest legend tag teams going.
The following non-title tag team match is scheduled for one fall with a 20-minute time limit. Coming down the aisle representing the Heenan family at a combined weight of 509 pounds, from Robbinsdale, Minnesota, Mr. Perfect Kurt Hennig, and from Atlanta, Georgia, the Total Package Lex Luger, the Perfect Package.
It must be noted that Mr. Perfect and Lex Luger are hot off a win 2 weeks ago on Snarl in a main event over the Canadian Cartel. And they would certainly like to get another win here over the undisputed World Tag Team Champions.
I heard they're doing the big entrance. Here it comes.
Good evening, wrestling fans of Yokohama, Japan. It is an honor and a privilege at this time to present to you without question the greatest tag team ever produced by the Ringside Wrestling League. And so, here they are, under the management of Miss Sylvia Strong, at a combined weight of 520 pounds, the Chicago Emma John Van, and from Staten Island, New York, Crippler Guy Cormier. They are the team that has whipped the world 3 times, the RWL, undisputed World Tag Team Champions. Ladies and gentlemen, these are the originals.
Well, the boys certainly know how to make an entrance, and I suppose when you've been tag team champions as long as the originals have, you can have any sort of entrance you want. Well, they are in anticipation of their tag team title defense March 31st at the Philadelphia Spectrum, when they will face Dr. D. David Schultz and Dr. Death Steve Williams. The Doctors returning and seeking tag team gold at the expense of the originals.
And Steve Williams and David Schultz had the pull to do it.
Well, all right, well, this is a non-title matchup. we've got Lex Luger and John Van. Initiating contact here. Tom Kennemore sounds the bell. They come center ring, collar and elbow tie-up. Luger whipped to the Originals corner. John Van with a hard shot. And pulls Luger out of the corner with a little alley-oop. Van rounds Luger up right back into the corner a second time, but here comes Guy Cormier. A double back body drop for Lex Luger. As Guy Cormier, whoa, a headbutt right across the forehead of Lex Luger. The total package on the receiving end of punishment at the hands of both Originals, but here he counters it using a clothesline to escape and a second clothesline to take down Guy Cormier. Cormier rounded up by Lex Luger. Whipped into the perfect packages corner, but counters and escapes. Locks up Lex Luger. Has him up. Lays him down, sidewalk slam from Guy Cormier. The Staten Island Crippler rounds up Lex Luger. Whips him into the Originals corner yet again. Has him up. And he's going to drop him head first into the turnbuckle. Rounds him up immediately in a short arm clothesline. Takes him down. Cormier going for an immediate cover. One. But just a one. Lex Luger falling towards his corner as Guy Cormier gets a little love from the fans here, but here comes Mr. Perfect, Kurt Hennig. And whoa, look at this. Wrap around neckbreaker from the Perfect one. Mr. Perfect rounds up Cormier hard right, spins him around. He goes behind, rear waist lock. Has him up. Nails him with a knee breaker. Mr. Perfect on a roll here. Rolling elbow across the chest. But here comes John Van, the Chicago Hammer. A series of hard rights. And a spine buster, a one-armed spine buster from the Chicago Hammer. Perfect nails him with a running elbow. Mr. Perfect catches a shot to the midsection from John Van. Van whips him to the ropes, has him up, whoa, slammed him face down. And what a shot from our camera crew. That was amazing. Ow. Face first. Cormier watches as John Van pitches himself over the top turnbuckle 10 feet down to nail Mr. Perfect. Discus punch takes him down as the referee begins the count here. Sylvia Strong staying on the far side of town, allowing the Originals to do their work. As the referee continues to count, John Van gathers up Mr. Perfect, gets him back inside the ring. With order restored, Mr. Perfect making his way to his corner, and here comes Lex Luger again. Clothesline takes down John Van. Luger covers. One, and only a one. John Van catches a stomp to the midsection. Lex Luger with a double axe handle right across the back. John Van struggling to get to his feet. Lex Luger absolutely relentless, has him up over the shoulders. Escorts him to his own team's corner, drops him head first into the buckles. John Van likewise assisted out of the corner with an alley-oop from Lex Luger. The total package. Double choke lift here. Whoa, what a display of power from Lex Luger as Mr. Perfect comes in. And indeed, what a perfect tag team drop kick. Takes down John Van. What a perfect tag team the Perfect package is. The power of Lex Luger and the technical skill of Mr. Perfect are going to be hard to beat. Guy Cormier comes in on the tag. Whoa! Clothesline takes down Mr. Perfect. A clubbing right across the head. A clubbing right across the back. Cormier covers. One. And again, just a one. A stomp to the back of the head from Guy Cormier. Drives a knee into the head of Mr. Perfect. Kurt Hennig starting to really take a beating here. Whipped into the Originals corner. Cormier countered. Mr. Perfect makes his way out. Rounds up Guy Cormier. Head first into the far corner turnbuckle. A kick to the side. And oh, grinding the face of Guy Cormier into those ropes. That is vicious. Mr. Perfect. Whoa, what a nasty. That was a horrifying move. Mr. Perfect lines him up, whips him to the far corner, his team's corner. A kick to the midsection, and again grinding the face, the eyes of Guy Cormier into those ropes. Mr. Perfect absolutely merciless here. Suplex as Mr. Perfect steps out, allowing Lex Luger to take his turn. Guy Cormier steps to the outside. Lex Luger goes after John Van. And Sylvia Strong taking exception here. Cormier counters. Lex Luger on the outside catches the apron head first. Guy Cormier going to work. John Van is laid out from that shoulder tackle. Guy Cormier drives a knee into the head of Lex Luger. The Chicago Hammer with a little assist to his tag team partner as Guy Cormier decides to go after Mr. Perfect, catches a forearm from Kurt Hennig. Returns to work on Lex Luger. Guy Cormier locks him up, whips him to the Originals corner. Here comes John Van on the tag. Here comes a little double team from the Originals. Mr. Perfect being set up here. A little fist bump, and boom, double headbutts. As John Van assumes command, misses with a second attempt at the headbutt. Lex Luger rounds himself up. Uh-oh, here we go. Beautiful drop right there from Lex Luger. John Van takes him down with a leg sweep. Allows Guy Cormier to take his turn. And whoa, a running shoulder. Takes down Lex Luger. They lock up. Luger whipped again into the Originals corner. Look at this. A little bit of payback here as Guy Cormier grinds his forearm into the eyes of Lex Luger. Luger escapes the corner. Spins him round with a hard right. Has Cormier up. Torture rack. Possible submission here. Center ring with no ropes to access. But no. Cormier with a couple of wraps on the noggin of Lex Luger. Gets himself loose. Guy whips him to the Originals corner and starts yanking the arm against the ropes. Definitely paying back Luger for some of that torture. Hip first into the buckle, and he just busted Lex Luger open. A hard right on another. Guy Cormier tags in John Van. And another double team from the Originals. He's laid out again. And we're going to see it one more time. There's the fist bump. There's the double headbutts right across the chest of Lex Luger. John Van snaps the arm, winds it up, and he's tormenting the arm of Lex Luger. Finally nails it with an arm breaker, goes for a cover. But Mr. Perfect, Kurt Hennig right there to break that one up. Van goes after Kurt Hennig, nails him with a shoulder. Tags in Guy Cormier. Sylvia Strong looking a lot more optimistic as the Originals have laid out both of their opponents. Cormier all the way topside, misses with the diving headbutt. Lex Luger doing a bit of showing off, catches a boot to the face. They're showboating right in front of Guy Cormier. Not a wise move when you're in there with the Originals. Guy Cormier rounding up the total package. Head first into the apron. Lex Luger catching it on the outside. Cormier finally rolls him back inside the ring. Makes his way inside himself. Rounds up Lex Luger. Luger counters the Irish whip, puts Guy Cormier into his own corner, slams him head first into the turnbuckle, rounds up Cormier again, a kick to the leg against that rope, and that is a painful move. Clothesline takes down Lex Luger. He's going after John Van as well, tries to nail him with the right hand. Sylvia Strong really letting him have it. And it's a good thing we can't hear what's going on, because Sylvia Strong is no doubt stringing together a tapestry of obscenity. John Van watches as Guy Cormier's whip to the perfect team's corner. Elbows, shoulders, to the midsection, a clubbing overhand right. Guy Cormier goes down. Here comes Mr. Perfect. The perfect package working rather effectively. Look at this. Mr. Perfect with supreme confidence. Guy Cormier slammed down to the canvas. Perfect going for a cover. 1, 2. Seemed to me Mr. Perfect felt he had it right there, but no. Guy Cormier finding his way out of the pin. And again, we find ourselves on the outside kick to the midsection from Mr. Perfect, but countered into a back body drop by Guy Cormier. Cormier rounds him up, pitches him towards the barricades. A stomp to the midsection. And once more, the referee finds himself counting. Cormier locks up Mr. Perfect. Gets him back inside the ring, but decides, oh, look at this, I'm going to go after Lex Luger as well. Guy Cormier being urged to get it back inside the ring. A bit indecisive, took a bit too long. Lex Luger finding his way out. And the count begins again. Mr. Perfect sneaking up from behind on Guy Cormier. And this match getting really crazy. Cormier counters with elbows to the midsection of Mr. Perfect. Rounds him up, gathers him back inside the ring. The Staten Island Crippler with a right, another, and a one-arm spinebuster from Guy Cormier. Guy rounds him up, whips Perfect to his team's corner. Mr. Perfect, on the receiving end of that grinding forearm across the face. Perfect. Assisted out of the corner by Guy Cormier. Cormier dragging Mr. Perfect just about center ring, and he looks like he's in a bit of trouble. He certainly is. Guy Cormier winding it up. Here we go. Here's a series of boots to the chest of Mr. Perfect. He nailed it. Cover. 1. But no, Lex Luger breaking it up at a count of 1. Cormier returns his attention to his corner. John Van tagged in Mr. Perfect. All messed up after that assault. Perfect. Standing drop kick. Takes down John Van. He goes for a cover. 1. Yet another near fall in this extremely wild tag team matchup. John Van going for a raw vertical suplex from Mr. Perfect. Now a blatant choke. Mr. Perfect really starting to abuse the rule book here. Just gone right after the kick to the side. John Van looking like he's in trouble here. Whoa, nailed him with a right that spun him around. Goes behind, rear waistlock. Mr. Perfect up, sidewalk slam. John Van covers, hooks the leg. 1, 2, 3, and just like that, this one's all over, and John Van and Guy Cormier prevail yet again.
Here's the time, 13 minutes and 34 seconds. And your winners, the Originals.
Hey, that was a light day at the office for them. 13 minutes and neither one of them's busted up or bruised or bleeding or anything. Great night for the Originals. They do this on the 31st at the Spectrum. They're going to be just fine.
With every single match, these guys prove why they are the greatest tag team in RWL. I just kinda hope they still are after that card in Philly.
Yeah, me too. Schultz and Steve Williams, they're no joke. They're former champions themselves.
It will be a difficult challenge for the Originals come March 31st, but they are victorious tonight against the Perfect Package, and we'll be back with our main event, Goldberg versus Brock Lesnar, when we return. Well, here is a rare main event if ever there was one. We're going to see Goldberg and his opponent in a rare appearance this evening, the Beast, Brock Lesnar.
And this one's all owed to the genius of Shiro Torahara. He pulls strings to get Brock Lesnar here. He's amazing.
Hey, Myron.
Yeah?
What's with all this enhanced security every time we see Goldberg wrestle? And I mean, every single time, we see the same thing, with the guards, like he's the president or something. I'm just being nosy. What's the deal with this?
It's contractual, Christy. There's really nothing we can do about it.
Tonight's Rage main event is scheduled for one fall with a 15-minute time limit. Approaching the ring from Tulsa, Oklahoma, weighing 278 pounds. Goldberg. Well, forgetting all that pre-match jazz, Goldberg's been a staple even if his appearances are rare. He's faced Warlord Santos, Joseph Von Schmidt, BQ Stewart, and Jesse Ventura, but in RWL Goldberg is best known for his weeks-long feud, One More Time with Bret Hart and the Hart Foundation, but this match with Brock Lesnar is totally new and out of left field. You have to respect Shiro Torihara and his influence to get this one signed.
He's terrific. As far as doing his promotion, 5-Star Wrestling Japan, he's one of the best.
His opponent, appearing by special arrangement with Japan 5-Star Wrestling, from St. Paul, Minnesota, weighing 289 pounds, the Beast, Brock Lesnar.
Shiro Torihara of Japan 5-Star Wrestling able to do what to date no American promoter has been able to do, and getting the Beast Brock Lesnar into a wrestling ring. And what a match against Bill Goldberg. This one's gonna be one to see.
Been a minute since we see Brock do much of anything lately, outside of some social media stuff here and there, and that's not his fault. Apparently, Torihara handed over a check with a satisfactory number of zeros to get him here, and hey, it is a main event in Japan, the kind of match people talk about and take an interest in. It at least keeps Brock Lesnar in the minds of the fans. But who's got this win? I got no ideas, boys.
Neither do I. It could go to Goldberg, it could go to Lesnar. It's up in the air.
But one thing is certain, these fans are certainly enthused to see Brock Lesnar in a wrestling ring once again. And would you just listen to that crowd? They are going wild. Brock Lesnar in a supremely rare appearance against Goldberg. Here we go. Tom Kanemaru sounds the bell. Goldberg charges, misses with the clothesline. Brock Lesnar nails him from behind. Goldberg, with a series of right hands, backs Lesnar off. Stuns him with another. Has him up, cradle position. Up over the shoulder and hung up over the top rope. Down goes Lesnar. Goldberg gathers up Brock Lesnar, sweeps the leg. Brock Lesnar takes him down. Charges. Drives a knee into the midsection. Drives a knee into the head of Goldberg. Goldberg counters, takes Brock Lesnar down to the mat. Brock Lesnar gathers up. Look at, ooh, what a nasty shot from Goldberg. Lesnar counters back up on his feet, locks up Goldberg. Nasty suplex from Brock Lesnar. Bill Goldberg finds his way into the corner. Brock Lesnar ready to assist him out, slams him right on his back. The Beast Brock Lesnar rounds up Bill Goldberg. Hard right, spins him around. Lesnar goes behind Goldberg, counters with an elbow, moves in on Brock Lesnar, locks him up. Front cradle position again, and a front slam from Goldberg. Brock Lesnar finds his way to the outside. Bill Goldberg finds his way topside. And here we go, flying. Clothesline from the top. Lesnar counters, drives a knee into the midsection. Goldberg, a hard right, takes him down as these two start to battle it out on the outside with the referee initiating the count. Brock Lesnar counters with a headbutt. Goldberg grabs it up, but Goldberg quick with the counter and chop block takes Brock Lesnar down. Basement dropkick fails to connect. Brock Lesnar rolls out of the way. Bill Goldberg, pump handle suplex. Brock Lesnar finds his way back to a standing position, rolls back inside the ring, and here comes Goldberg in hot pursuit. Dodges Lesnar's attack. Lesnar goes behind, German suplex. As Bill Goldberg, the punishment starting to really mount here. Another suplex from Lesnar. Goldberg again in a corner. Locks up with Brock Lesnar with a suplex of his own. Bill Goldberg with Lesnar in the far corner. Rounds him up. Drops him on his back. Another assisted out of the corner situation as Bill Goldberg decides which direction he's going to go in here. A stomp to the midsection to Brock Lesnar. Goldberg rounds him up. Double axe handle across the back. Lesnar counters, gets back up on his feet. Goldberg steps outside, comes back inside. Lesnar waiting right there for him, whips him into the corner. Charges. Whoa, 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 fails to connect and winds up getting hung up in a tree of woe. Goldberg exploiting that mistake. Rolls him over, hooks the leg, one, but just a one count. Brock Lesnar back up on his feet. Bill Goldberg got him by the throat. Look at this, has him all the way up. Whoa, what a slam by Bill Goldberg. He's got Lesnar rounded up again. He's got him all the way up. Powerbomb. Lesnar looking for a timeout here. Goldberg misses with the clothesline. Lesnar with a series of shots. Whoa, what an uppercut took. Whoa, Goldberg steps out for a moment, says, hey, wait a minute. They lock up. Goldberg with elbows backs off Brock Lesnar. Lesnar counter quickly, kick to the midsection. He rounds him up, has him all the way. Whoa, crashing suplex. What a shot right there by Brock Lesnar. An armbreaker on Goldberg. Lesnar laying in the ground and pound here on Bill Goldberg. Goldberg trying to defend himself. Lesnar gathers him up again. Collar and elbow. Up over the shoulder fireman's carry position. And this can no way in. Well, oh, whoa, slammed him down. Fireman's carry slam. Lesnar has him up. Uh-oh, this could be it right here. There's the F5. Lesnar covers. 1, 2, 3, and that F5 brought this one to an end. This one's over. Brock Lesnar defeats Goldberg. Let's go to Aria Mitchell for the official time.
Here's the time, 4 minutes and 55 seconds. And your winner, Brock Lesnar.
And fans, that concludes tonight's RWL Rage, the 10th in the collaborative tour with Japan 5-Star Wrestling. We thank you, as always, for being with us and being a part of RWL and supporting us as well as you do. We'll return next time with the 11th Japan 5-Star Collaborative Tour card. That may be Snarl, it may be something else, but we'll let you know. Keep those notifications going. For all of us here at RWL, I've been Don Hickson, and we'll see you next time at ringside. Good night, everybody.